Good morning, you beautiful listeners. How are we doing? Hope you had a great weekend. We're already in the middle of the week, so we're close to that weekend again. Okay? Wednesday is like considered the like we're almost there, but we're not there yet. So it gets us mad that we're that close, but not that close. But anyways, good morning. It's me, your host Ale of this amazing, spectacular podcast, Sin Vergüenza, and I'm joined today by
Mr. Anonymous, you guys.
So today, we're gonna start off by talking about Lil Nas X. We're gonna jump right into it because there's a lot to discuss about today, and I want to try to fit as much as we can in. So, do you want to have a rundown of our weekend? It's Saturday, guys, so our weekend so far is not much. Do you want to talk about it, or?
We had a yard sale, you guys, today, and
I made approximately $0.
yeah, it was a bust, you guys.
Yeah, so that was that, and that's my weekend so far. So hopefully round 2 tomorrow goes a little bit better. Hopefully. If you guys have yard sales, let me know some tips. Like, what do y'all do to get people to come over? Because I literally live on, like, by the main streets, and nobody came. Okay, so like I said, we're going to jump right in. We're going to talk about Lil Nas X right now. If you guys are, like, very, very religious and don't want to hear about, if you haven't even heard about Lil Nas X, just know he's very satanical, so I guess, I don't know if you need a trigger warning for that or not, but there you go. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Lil Nas X just came out with the new music video for his song. I didn't even check the name of the song. I think it's
JCHRIST.
I think so. Is that really it?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We did all kinds of research on it, and I forgot to write down the damn name of the song.
Yeah, it's JCHRIST by Lil Nas X.
Oh, yep. Yes, it is. Okay, so this whole music video just he's known for doing this though, where he pushes the limits between like talking about Satan and talking about God and showing things that he's done in the past. Like, for example, stuff that he's done in the past that were questionable was him giving Satan a lap dance. He dropped some collab with Nike that had his blood or random people's blood.
I don't remember on that one, but it did have blood in it and had a lot of satanic like symbols throughout the shoe.
It's basically a Nike Satan shoe, and yeah, there's a big old satanic star on it. There's blood in it. There's satanic stars on the inside. And speaking of that shoe, and his new song that we're talking about, the music video.
Well, tell him like beforehand, he posted that he was officially turning to Christ, right?
Okay, so Lil Nas X
context.
has been going, like I said, he's been basically showing that he praises Satan and, you know, really close to the homie or whatever. But all of a sudden he said, I want to convert to Christian music.
Christianity, yeah.
He wants to go ahead and drop some gospel music and to just switch his life around from all the stuff that he's been doing. He said that the industry was trying to push him to be satanic and he doesn't want to do that anymore and yada, yada, yada. So basically, when he told his label he wanted to make this type of music, they said no. And what he went ahead and did is he dropped his label, he left it, and he went his own way. So now the content that is coming out from him is all his own content and it's all under his own
ideals and
so
everything.
it's all in his hands again. This is coming from the man himself. So like we said, he dropped this song right after he said that and said he wanted to drop gospel music. And in this, when I listened to the song, I was like, I don't really hear anything. I thought he was gonna say certain things in the song. I didn't really hear much. What about you?
I didn't really hear much like religious stuff about
or like
it.
any tea, because he said that he was gonna drop some tea on some celebrities.
He did say Kanye. Like that was one of the lyrics that stood out for me.
He said Kanye?
Yeah, and like towards the end is where I kind of hooked onto it. He said something. He was like something J Christ, and then mentions Kanye right after that. which I think it's part of the chorus and everything, but um the song like was not really catchy. It really didn't stand out to me like lyrical wise, but the actual music video was like,
The
hold
music
on.
video is where the tea's at. So if you're like me and you don't watch music videos, that's where you gotta go. I feel like I'm the only weirdo that doesn't watch music videos. Everybody's like, "Have you seen it?" No, I fucking have not. Um, so let's go ahead and talk about it. If you guys want to pause this real quick and look at the video, I'm not sure how much. I'll look into it. If I can like post the clips that we're talking about, I'll go ahead and upload some little pictures up in here if you guys want to check that out on the YouTube. So,
I found the lyrics for you. So it says, back out, back up out the gravis site. Bitch, I'm back like JCHRIST. I'm finna take it, I'm finna take it yay high. Yay, referring to Kanye.
you think he's, oh, is that like when Kanye came out in the video? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and talk about, he did end up kind of outing some celebrities. Maybe we're reaching, maybe not. Let's figure it out. So the beginning of the video basically starts off with a line of people going up to the heavens, and it's just like the basic, we're going up to the clouds, people dressed in white, okay? But I kind of caught on, if you guys watch closely to the people that are walking up into heaven, they look like specific celebrities. So one of them, the first one that walks up, kind of looks like Taylor Swift. Another one behind her, I'm thinking it's Ed Sheeran. It could be Ed Sheeran, or it could be Jack Harlow. For me, I feel like Ed Sheeran's been kind of raising some flags lately, but we're gonna go ahead and move on. There was also somebody that looked like Oprah. Um, I'm that one I was really like not sure who that really could have been. It was more like you thought about it that she looked like Oprah.
Yeah, I felt like she looked more like Oprah than anybody else.
So there was Oprah, and then right behind Oprah was Barack Obama, and then there was another one that looked like Kanye, or it kind of looks like either Kanye, which I'm mostly thinking, or Kris Jenner's husband, but or I don't even know if they're married actually. I don't think they're married, but Corey, but I think mostly like Kanye, not sure, but um I think that was it. And then like once, so basically in the Monterero, I forgot the song. It's his previous album or whatever. He had this video where he basically goes down a stripper pole to go like throw it back on Satan and stuff. And that new music video kind of has that same pole and like that same portal down to hell. So once he, like, the camera goes from down there to up into the heavens, Little Nas X is walking into heaven, and then he sees MJ like just moonwalking up there, like
Yeah, he waves at MJ and MJ starts moonwalking.
like like that's just normal shit you see up in heaven. You just see MJ just like hee hee, like hee heeing his way to your local heaven market, I guess. I don't know. So I think that's how because he did say he wanted to drop some artist names, so I guess that's how he subliminally did it, just by getting lookalikes. And that's bold, especially if you're putting people that are very like highlighted right now, like like not Oprah, sorry, like Taylor Swift, and then the fact that he put Barack Obama in there, like, yeah, is that's what I don't understand. Is he saying that those are the ones that aren't satanic, or are those the ones that are like very like low key? Honestly, they made it all on their own without Satan, and that's why they're going up to heaven.
For me, it was kind of weird because like it seemed like they started like turning towards the heavens. So like Kanye for a while was like, in a lot of music he mentions God and like trying to be with him and shit like that. Even when he's like, I told God I'll be back in a minute. When I came back, I spent that on my necklace or whatever. Um, Taylor Swift, I feel like everybody sees her like as like a high angelic person, like not a person that you would see doing like bad stuff, I guess.
Mhm.
Oprah, the same thing, like how she helps a lot of people, but
Oprah's been coming. They've been going in on her ass lately, though,
I feel
saying
like
that she's been having people on there and fucking breaking their heart even more and talking shit to them and just really making the people like, she gets a lot of people that go through shit, but she will like fuck with them mentally and ask them certain questions to press an issue and make jokes about it. I forgot. I don't know if it was the Olsen twins or not. Two little girls. She's talking about them and saying, "What do you think about your body?" Like, basically, really like, "Oh, you gained a little bit of weight." Da 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 da. Like, making two little girls feel like shit about their bodies. So a lot of people have been digging up her shit and been like, "Oprah, you're not the person you really play out to be, and you're just fucking rude."
Well, I feel like that was kind
Or
of
I don't
like
know
one
if
of the.
it's not Oprah and the other girl. She has a show too, like Oprah, and people have been like posting about her, like that she's been kind of like drugged out or something.
Oh, the Generate.
I don't know who the fuck that is, but it's the one girl that like they have a scene where she's dressed as fuck. If I find the clip, guys, I'm gonna insert it here. She's dressed as a Statue of Liberty, and she kind of glitches out.
I'm not sure.
I will go ahead and clip that for you guys if you guys know who I'm talking about.
But anyways, her and then Michael Jackson, which I feel like in a way is kind of throwing shade at them, like they're trying to go to him because like right now with the whole Epstein files that have dropped, like Michael Jackson was one of the people that was on that list. They think Oprah is gonna be one of those people. Obama, I'm pretty sure they said was one of them as well. Like,
But on
so
the list, it's not saying that they did certain things.
right, none of
On
them
the
are
list, it's
stating it.
listing them as associates of Jeffrey Epstein. So people who know him, not people who did stuff with him, just everybody who knows him. So
Right.
we can't even be sure who did what. And
No, of course not. But I feel like that's kind of like him putting a little bit of like light to that, saying like, okay, these people did do that shit. Like they're trying to turn to him at that last moment, of
they're
their
like, "Oops,
lives.
sorry, the not doomsday. What is it?
D-Day or no, not D-Day.
When you repent."
Right. It's Damn, I haven't been to church in a minute. You guys don't judge.
Fuck, I wish I knew too. If we figure it out, we'll figure it out. Basically, the day when God splits the good and the bad and takes the people up to heaven and the rest of it.
The second coming, right?
I'm not sure. I said the rest of us. Honey, I don't know where I'm going. Fuck. Let me not manifest that. But yeah. So that's basically what the video is kind of giving. It's giving a lot of like, we're about to be split and figure out who's going where. So yeah, it starts off with him kind of like foreshadowing those people in there and just subliminally throwing them in there. As he's walking in heaven, though, he has a big ass necklace that says sex on it, which I'm kind of for it because it's cute. I would wear that necklace, but it's crazy how he's just like, I don't know, maybe God is like, body positive or you don't know, but
I feel like he is, but also like, you know how a lot of religions forecast like people that like gay people because it's supposedly against God and that's not what he wanted. I feel like that's kind of like him saying like, I'm a sex symbol as I am, like,
oh, like a gay,
as a gay sex symbol basically
he
in
did
heaven.
say, I'm gonna make the gays go crazy at one point in the song.
So I feel like that's like one of those things where it's like, shout out to him because yeah, I guess it's true, like that wasn't God's plan for a man and a man or a woman and a woman to be together. But it's also not stating that God ever said that he wouldn't love you, he wouldn't care for you as
when
either.
I remember back in my middle school, we were like, I don't know, 2013, 2012, I don't know, but when I was in middle school, this is coming from a 23-year-old woman today. When I was in middle school, I remember some girl was like really mad because somebody was saying stuff about gay guys and all this and that, and how being gay, basically how they say, oh, that's why men have a penis and girls have a vagina, because that's just how it is. You can't mix it up. I don't know where this came from, but this came out of my mouth out of nowhere. Didn't think about this, didn't hear this from anybody, this just came out my ass, basically. No pun intended. But I told her and I was all like, why do men have buttholes then? That's just me. Um, that went a little off track. But anyways, what were you saying? Were you saying something? Sorry. I just remembered that always, like, when I grew up and realized what I said, I was just like, damn, like that shit came out of my head so fast.
For me, it was just basically like that,
Bitch, you're
like him
12.
him saying that he's in heaven as a gay person. Like, I feel like that's what he was trying to resemble at that moment. Like, he is a sex symbol. He did make it, even though
He's gay.
he is,
And this is just our interpretations, guys. So do with it as you may.
which I feel is like it's pretty cool, just because, like you said, like they get a lot of hate. Like, I've seen a lot of people in my school hate on gay people, and it's like there's no reason for it.
I've
Whatever
seen a
they
lot
choose
of
is
dudes
them,
always talk shit about gay guys. A lot of, like, just straight men,
right?
but never to their faces. Never. I've heard so many men talk shit about gay men, but I have those same people. I never fucking seen them say shit to a gay man to his face. For me, that's punk bitch energy.
I had a friend whose dad told, like, his dad, he was basically making fun of a guy who looked gay, and he was kind of like buffer and stuff. And
Who was making fun of the gay dude? Your friend or the
my
dad?
friend,
Oh, uh-huh.
and his dad looked at him. He's like, "I bet you won't go say it to him." And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, and his dad went over there and he was like, "Hey, that kid over there was talking shit about you." So he went over there
Now
and
that
he
is
was
good
like,
parenting.
"You want to say this to my face or what's going on?" And I was just like, "Damn, bro, like he'll
That
fuck
is
you
one way to
up,
teach your kid
bro."
not to talk shit.
And I feel like it's true. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's no reason to talk shit about people just because of what they like.
I
If you
honestly
like,
feel like the men that really push the issue on gay men, I think y'all are just a little sus and just mad that they have the balls to do it. But that's just me. Okay, so the sex necklace was there. In the music video, basically after that it switches to him and Satan playing basketball or something like that, and like a Roman not a temple,
Coliseum,
a coliseum. It's, yeah, basically it's giving Roman Coliseum up in heaven, and this is where they're playing it. No, they were playing in heaven.
it seemed like it was heaven, yeah.
So it feels like Satan went up to heaven to play basketball with Lil Nas. Hmm. Lil Nas was trying to play Jesus, no, basically the whole time.
Yeah, he was basically either
So
Jesus or an angel.
yeah, no, I think he was playing Jesus because at one point Little Nas X is on a cross crucified. So it feels like Little Nas X is trying to play the role of Jesus Christ, and basically, like we said, he goes up there to play basketball with Satan, and he dunks on Satan. But before that, they do a clip, like a zoom in clip on Satan's shoes that he's playing in, and he's playing in Little Nas X Nike collab with, well, duh, with Nike. And on the shoes, if you guys haven't seen this before when they came out, they really zoomed in on his quote that's on his shoe, and it's a Bible quote. It says Luke 10:18. It basically talks about let me go ahead and pull up the Bible verse really quick, guys. Shout out to Josie. You guys don't know her, but she's somebody I had to call to go ahead and, basically read it to me and tell me what it would mean and stuff like that. So the quote goes on to saying, "At that he said to them, I see Satan already fallen like lightning from heaven." So after that, it goes on to basically saying God gave us the power to go ahead and trample over Satan and have more power than he does. So that's the quote that Little Nas X has on his shoe.
I feel like just because we did do a little bit of research on this, you guys. I read it on another Bible, and again, it's gonna be different for every Bible, but it's kind of basically the same thing. And it said that God was basically saying that he's seen him stumble and fall like lightning. And in the music video, Lil Nas X basically makes him stumble, and it seems like he did fall, and
He
that's how
did? I
he
thought
got
he
the
just
Nike.
dunked on him.
No, like right before that, he kind of like crosses him,
Oh, like he
and
broke his ankles?
yeah, and he stumbles. So it's like, I feel like the verse on his shoe was kind of referring to what happened in the music video, as if he basically was the one to send him down.
Mhm. Maybe like when Nas made these shoes, he put that little thing. Like maybe he's been crying for help since then.
Mm.
You know?
That was just the only little intake that he could put in that shoe, kind of.
Yeah, and it was maybe him crying for help. Like, hey, I'm trying to fucking make this dude stumble, but this is how much he's around me. Like the whole shoe is satanic, and that one little piece is, that little Bible verse.
Right.
Um, I don't know about that. That was just the fact that Nike really was down to do all that is crazy to me. So then in the video, it goes to showing that Lil Nas X is like crucified on a cross, and the camera's upside down. So it's basically an upside down cross that he's hanging on. He's not really upside down, but the camera is. So basically, it's saying, which way are we going to go? And it turns the camera so the camera is straight, and it says this way, which the cross is the correct way. So basically, you had something to say. I thought it was just like, okay, at first I was satanic, but now I'm switching to God again. But you said, what did you say about that?
Oh, I was thinking like, if it's not really him turning to God and it's just like another satanic video of it, it's basically like saying the demons or hell is turning into God. Like all the demons are going into heaven. The way you said it is
that, yeah, that they're gonna go to heaven as like, well.
All the demons are going up to heaven. So it's like, I feel like it's kind of referring to like another war up in heaven, or as in a lot of.
I'm sorry, there was a war in heaven. Huh? I thought there was a war in heaven. I thought it was just God threw him down.
That was the war. The rebellion was the war in heaven.
Oh, and all the other angels that were fighting with him went down with him.
Yeah.
Okay, how was it really like a war? Like people were like fighting, or was it just like God did a Thanos and they all just went down there? Like was there actually fighting going on?
It's different in every like religion.
Oh, okay.
So
in any of them is there fighting?
In like the Mormon religion, which I'm kind of more known of it, it was a fight in heaven. Like it was actually them fighting bad angels against good angels. But
so you guys are getting the Mormon side of it from Mr. Anonymous. For me, you're getting the Catholic side, which I'm sorry, it was all in Spanish at 4 a.m. I didn't understand shit because I was half asleep, and the priest I couldn't honestly hear anything from my priest. If we're being honest, it sounded very mumbled, but that was me.
Honestly, like the thing about the Catholic Church, and no disrespect at all, but one day we had to go. I forgot for what reason. I think somebody came over and he invited us to go. And again, you guys, my family started off Catholic and eventually turned Mormon, but my brother kind of was watching the priest, and he looked at me and looked at my mom and was like, "Yo, if he has to go to like 6 of these like sessions he has to go through like 6 of these sessions throughout the day, he's like, and he drinks a little bit of that cup every session. He's like, he's probably fucked up by the end of this shit." Like, I was just mind blown because I was like, damn, like,
I never thought about it that way.
True, like,
I never thought about it that way.
He's getting free drink.
That's crazy. So he probably doesn't drink it at every single one, or does he have to? I'm not sure.
I think he has to.
Different for every church. Oh yeah, he takes the first sip.
He has to, yeah.
So you're getting that, and then my friend Josie, the one who helped me, was the Jehovah Witness. So you're getting 3 different perspectives right now on all of this. But basically it all came down to the same principle, thing on everybody's thing. It came out Satan fell and we had power. So that was that. Where was I at with that? Oh yeah, the upside down cross. So yeah, he basically said that he's choosing God's side, and if you guys, this is everybody's little conspiracy. So then after that, it goes to, we're going back. It's going back in time, and he's now dressed up as Moses or Moises. Moses or Moises?
Noah.
Oh, where'd I get Moises? He's from church though, no?
Moses, yeah, he was part of the story of God, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he was the one that found the golden plates.
You see, guys, I'm smart. And Noah, he was dressed up as Noah, so he switched from Jesus to Noah. And so basically, Little Nas X is dressed as Noah, and you know what? Before that, oh no, this was actually first, and he's basically gathering up all the animals to put them on the big old boat that's basically
It's Noah's Ark.
it's Lil Nas's arc. It has like his symbol on there from that Montero that we're talking. That symbol was all over the music video, all over the music video, all over him, all over everything. So he's putting the animals in there, and you said there was dinosaurs.
Yeah, I seen it. If you guys look at the right corner of it, it's a
A little
T-Rex.
Oh, I don't even know dinosaurs. I don't know why I'm out here giving misinformation.
Well, it seems like a T-Rex because it's like far in the distance, so it's like a small animal you wouldn't see.
So he's also gathering T-Rexes, and I had to ask, were dinosaurs like there back in the day? We said yes or no.
No,
They weren't
no,
when that was going on in the Bible.
Yeah, it never mentions them. It says that he gathered all the lions.
I even realized that he
mammals.
didn't gather every single animal. It was just like whatever was around him, I guess.
No, it was every. So basically, he grabbed every single animal that he could, or every single animal, but it had to be a male and a female. So then, whenever
They could
the
procreate.
flood would end, they could go ahead and continue.
Like the babies. So basically, there was a dinosaur. So now I'm like, dude, like, did Noah have a dinosaur on that shit and they just kept it? Like the government got a hold of it and they just kept them forever. I don't know. Time travelers seen him grab some. He's like, dude, you did the right thing. Thank you, Snatch. So, I don't know. That was pretty crazy how they put the dinosaur in there. I want to know what the meaning of the dinosaurs are. So basically, like in Noah's story, a big old flood is coming to wipe everything away. Whoosh. I probably shouldn't. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited about all this. I don't know if that's disrespectful. I don't mean to be disrespectful. And basically, some girl is watching the Met Gala, drinking wine, having a good old time in her little loft, from what it looks like. And so Little Nas is at the Met Gala. That's where he goes. I'm about to make the gays go crazy. I'm not sure if that's when he came out. I'm pretty sure he came out before the Met Gala. But so yeah, this girl's having a good old time drinking her wine, and then all of a sudden it goes to like a breaking news report on the TV, and it says global flood. I don't. Did it say exactly where it was happening?
No, oh, coastal cities being evacuated.
There you go. And she was just like trying to ignore it to go back to the Met Gala. Like basically saying, yeah, all this shit happens while the big news or whatever, and you guys are rather watching this than seeing that all these places are being flooded, which is basically happening right now. California, Japan.
I feel there was a bunch of floods just throughout like this
Recently, no?
Yeah.
So we're thinking that maybe has something to do with what's going on right now. There's also, it goes to switching to like basically the whole city floods up, and then he's like bam, like on some roofs or something, or like the aftermath of it, I'm not sure, but he's dancing with the crew and like they're just doing their little dance or whatever, and in the background is that Montero symbol. There's a big sign that they're dancing in front of that says, Lord help me for I, and the I is a cross, and it says, Lord help me for I am at war.
I feel like it's being at war. Like after he came out and said that he wanted to go ahead and make gospel music, and the industry, not the industry but his label, like, and them split, he really said that everybody stopped paying attention to him. Social media stopped caring and pushing his stuff. Like, they didn't really care to. He dropped out of everybody's like radar in a way. And I feel like that's what he means, like he's at war, because it's like, for me to basically be out there, I have to be satanic. But for me to push you, it's going to be way harder, you know? So I'm at war with, what should I do? Should I
feel
push
like
it?
Sorry, continue. Sorry.
I feel like it's like, should I push it and just do subliminal like messages throughout it, or should I go ahead and push your music and just be done with it completely, you know? So that's a hard one for me, because it's like, he is doing the right thing for turning his life around and stuff. And trust me, like I feel like it's like an addiction. Like it's so hard to not want the fame, not want the money, not want everything that he had. So it's kind of like him saying, "I'm at war with. I want that lifestyle, but I know I'm choosing the right path. Like help me."
The way I seen it was more like, I want to be free and I just can't no more. Like they have so much on me. They're doing so much to me. They have so much control over me. Please help me. Like, cuz even in the music video, there was still like a lot of satanic stuff in there. There was he also had, like, this isn't satanic, but he had earrings that were like the thorns that were on Jesus's head. So he had that on and stuff. But the way I see it is, I feel like he wants out, but
The
he
industry has
already
a
has.
hold on him.
I feel like Satan already has his soul. Like, I can't get it back. How are you gonna get your soul back from Satan without God's help? At least that's the way I see it.
Right. Well, I feel like that's exactly what he's trying to say as well. Like he is
Please
trying to
help
get
me.
that help from Christ to go back to the light. Like he's not trying to be there no more. And I feel like same thing with the Bible verse when he says that the Satan fell like a lightning bolt.
Mhm.
You know how on the floor like the camera falls and it falls to hell. I
Okay.
feel like that's a resemblance to that same. Basically, that same scripture is brought up throughout that whole
So after that, once they go on the boat, what was it? The ark? The ark?
arc.
So after they go on the ark, what's an ark? Like, is it just a big ass boat? Like, what is the difference between a boat and an ark?
I'm pretty sure an arc is more like our supply boats
Oh,
nowadays.
okay. So he goes on there. They go through like the big old tsunamis. That's what they are, right?
Yeah.
Whatever's going on, all kinds of crazy shit. At some point he has to raise his flag with his Montero symbol on it. And then after that, it just cuts to a scene where it's like day 0. So basically, the day after everything just got wiped out, and it's his ark just drowning in the floor, going all the way down to the bottom. And over it, it has a little quote on top of it. It says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come." And that is Bible verse 2 Corinthians 5:17. So I guess he's trying to, for me, the way I took it is, he's basically trying to get rid of it and be the new person, which is his person of following Christ. That's how it ended. But what was weird to me is, why was the boat dead? Like,
I don't
that
feel like
didn't happen in Noah's Ark, right? I remember they all got off and here's the restart. Or am I tripping?
no, he didn't. It didn't seem like it was sinking. The thing that like stood out to me was on the sides of the boat, like the right side. He had what's it called? He had angel wings on the right side, and on the left side he had that logo in red.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of what stood out to me the most about it.
So, Little Nas's boat didn't make it though. So, Rip the Dinosaur. The way I see it is like, he's trying to fight, but he's slowly losing. A lot of people like to say that he only became gay because of the industry. So, I'm not sure. I see it as, do whatever the hell you want, fuck who you want, I don't care. But the way I see it is, that is a big old thing where people say the industry wants to make people gay and look more gay and push that agenda. So the way I'm trying to see it, because he still like dressed as a cheerleader, did sexy dances, like feminine. It was giving very feminine energy. So the way I see it is like, maybe he wants to just try to leave all that behind and go back to the person that he was, but he's losing that battle and slowly, like, he just can't. Because the music video, like I said, he's still doing all that. So yes, he did it under his own name and stuff, but like, I like, they still have that grasp on him to where you still gotta play the role as gay. If he really is gay, that's on you, dude. I don't care. But that's like, my conspiracy about it all.
For me, it was more like not so much as that, but more of um. I feel like he was always gay. Like it's hard to come out to people because Yeah, the industry.
Sorry, guys. Ranger said hello.
The industry wants to push that agenda, and we talked about it last episode where they're trying to push a lot of um African American men to wear dresses and look feminine. And for me, it's more like that's who he really is. Like, that's how he feels comfortable. But he's still trying to say, like, even though we are gay, even though we might
Oh,
be this
okay.
way, like,
It
we're
goes
still
back
going to make it.
to your thing where he wants to show that gays can go to heaven. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand that. So yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and see if how much of the clips I can insert. I'll check with my legal team. I'm not sure about all this, but I'll go ahead and throw in some clips. And yeah, let us know what you guys took out of that. Do you have anything else to say about this video, or you good?
I'm good. That was a good video. I'm not gonna lie.
It was like, I don't watch music videos like I said, but the, what is it, like CGI or whatever, like
Right.
animations, all of it was very cool. I am
Yeah.
not gonna lie, that shit looked really cool.
His videos are pretty good.
I
Like on
wonder
the
how y'all make all
edits.
that shit. That's crazy. Shout out to the team because they did a good job. I'm not gonna lie. Being honest here, everybody. We're being honest. All right. Now, usually we start off with our first segment, but we're gonna go ahead and start off with it now. All right. So, men, if you would care, if you don't care, up to you. Look at the timestamps so you can see where to skip to. Basically, right now we're gonna go on this app called Flow, and it has a women's chat room. We can go ahead and we're gonna learn about our bodies, and then there's also a question to fuck around and just have a good time. Actually, though, for this one, they're both gonna be learning about our bodies, but men, you can sure get something out of the other one. All right, so we're gonna talk about our body real quick. The first one. So, what does gray discharge mean? So, it could appear gray or white, and the texture can change, which it'll become thinner and more watery and thicker than it usually is. So, it can be caused by a change in like your balance and your natural balance of bacteria in your vagina, or like any it could be a sign of BV, which is bacterial vaginosis. So the end result is basically that, the gray discharge, and it might smell funny, like fishy basically, which it'll be stronger at certain points, like your period or after sex. So if he pulls it out and he's over here like, ew, it's a little funky, girl, you better go ahead and try something with that one. So, and here we're going to tell you exactly what to do. So when this happens, you don't always know when BV happens because sometimes there's no symptoms, but here's something that can go ahead and let you know that it's more likely to happen. So when you're sexually active, you can still get BV even if you don't have sex, though. You can still get it, but you can if you're sexually active. If you have a new sexual partner, if you have an IUD, contraceptive, or using perfumed products around your vagina. No smelly delis around your vagina, guys. No fucking, it smells like rainbows and sunshine. Don't put that shit down there because your coochie will smell like fish and grease. So
Fish and chips.
it says no smoking. I can't believe that, guys. I didn't know that, but no smoking. Smoking what though? Like literally, what are you, like, just smoking in general? No smoked meats. Like what are we supposed to
You're
stop
trying
smoking?
to say smoked meat so you don't have to smoke.
I still want smoked meats. So it's not really a STI, a sexually transmitted infection, but you can get a STI if you have BV. So it can also, gray discharge though can also be a sign of gonorrhea or chlamydia. So it might not be V, and it might be something a little worse, guys. Some of the symptoms to watch out for if you have an STI are increased and or smelly discharge, bleeding between periods, or bleeding after sex. And I think we have one more after that. Oh no, a couple more. Rashes or itchiness around your vulva or vagina, pain when you pee, abdominal or pelvic pain, or a fever. Some STIs are symptomless though. Guys, those are the fucking worst. Even if you don't feel stuff, just please regularly go get checked. Okay. So what can you do? But let's go ahead and go into that. So you can go ahead and get BV and STIs treated. But you have to go get checked out by a medical professional. That's your best bet. They'll have over the counter stuff, but your best bet is to go to the doctor. Because if it's left untreated, it can lead to complications and some worse things. Just like I said, you can go ahead and get. Oh, guys, sorry, Ranger licked me and it scared the fuck out of me. You can test positive for an STI, but you have to let your partner know. Always let your partner know in case you have something. To determine if you have BV, your doctor may have to ask you some medical history, do a pelvic exam, look for signs of infection, and take a sample swab. And that swab comes from your coochie. Feels a little weird, but it's quick, one and done. They also check for urine and blood test and a discharge sample. Again, you know where that comes from. They both can be treated with antibiotics. Guys, I took like 2 pills like in 2 days and had to wait a week and I was good. But once you get BV, you can get it again within the first 6 months after treatment. It's actually more often to occur within those 6 months. So you just need more antibiotics. Yeah, guys, so be careful after that. Make sure you really watch yourselves if you do get it. If you're pregnant and think your gray discharge is a cause of BV, it's more important to get treated, as BV can kind of give you the risk of premature birth or low birth weight. So please watch out for the kiddos with that one. There's a few things you can do to prevent it though. Avoid vaginal douses, like all the perfume stuff again. Contact with anything that touches your butt. Don't stick a dildo in your butt and put it in your vagina. That could give you that. You can go ahead and use condoms or dental dams during sex. And this is again all to prevent BV. You can wear cotton or cotton lined underwear, and it says don't smoke. I'm gonna end it here. Not only because it's the end, but it literally just says don't smoke. So it doesn't say what not to smoke, and that's very upsetting.
You don't want to smoke with me?
So we're going to go ahead and go into our second question about it, guys. And that was, again, gray discharge. So with our second one, it's not necessarily like a fuck around question today. It's still also learning about our bodies. But men, you can also get this too when you shave. It's ingrown hairs. Ugh. We hate them. Never loved them. It's so unfair that they're even a thing, to be honest. So, ingrown hair and bumps. How do you treat the side effects of body hair removal? Ooh. And again, guys, these are more answers from people in the comments that, you know, have their own thing to say and not medical advice. So one girl said, I use Nair on top and shave the bottom. Oh, okay. So I guess she uses Nair on her arms and stuff, armpits, and then shaves legs and vagina.
What's Nair?
It's a cream that you put it on your skin and you wipe it off and it takes off all your hair.
What the fuck?
Some people have played pranks with Nair, and it basically, they put it in somebody's shampoo and stuff to make them go bald, like a prank or whatever. But that's actually really dangerous. Like, you could make somebody lose their eyesight. You could burn their scalp. Like, there's actually a lot of things that can go wrong. So if you guys are thinking about playing that joke on a friend for some shits and giggles, which that's a far ass prank, just know you could end up seriously hurting somebody. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pause real quick. Speaking of far ass pranks, I don't know where this was, guys, but if you guys have seen it, there's a YouTuber who literally threw shit, literal doo-doo caca, on somebody on a subway. I'm thinking it's New York because, you know, subways, whatever. But this YouTuber, he called this a prank. You know that you can literally give somebody a disease or illness or even kill them because you're throwing poop on them. and he just threw it on somebody, like a whole bucket of chorro. I'm sorry, guys, nasty warning or whatever. And he did get arrested. He got arrested. The dude instantly went, yeah, they got his ass. You think he should have got like arrested or anything like that? I for sure think so. I think they should put him in a jail cell and throw shit on him every day for a week.
I feel like, yeah, he did deserve it because let's be honest, we know the difference between a prank and a joke and just being rude and physically like an asshole, you know? And when you take it that far to throw your shit on somebody, like, that's not
A
a
whole
fucking
bucket,
joke.
dude. Like, where, like, are you okay? What was your stomach feeling like? Did you eat some laxatives and save it for a week? Like, what are you doing, sir?
Like, don't get me wrong, if you kind of, I understand if you like peed on a cup and just threw it out the window and accidentally hit somebody with it, like, that's understandable. Like, you couldn't help it, but when it's like, how did you shit yourself in a subway and then throw it, or outside of a subway and throw it? Like you said, he had to carry it from somewhere.
True. Who would let this man walk around with a bucket of shit? All right. So let's go back to our question. So this is actually from Dr. Holly Singletary. She's a dermatologist, and this is somebody who's verified on here. So this is an actual dermatologist. And she goes on to saying an ingrown hair appears when a removed or shaved hair grows back into your skin. They can cause pain, bumps, and inflammation. Follow these tips for removal to prevent ingrown hairs and improve healing if they happen. Use an exfoliating scrub before shaving. You guys want to look up what that is? When you shave, wet the skin with warm water. Use shaving gel and shave in the direction of the hair growth. Rinse your razor after every stroke. Hold a wet cloth to your skin after shaving to decrease irritation. If you use hair removal method causes ingrown hairs, try something different, like hair removal cream. If ingrown hairs remain a problem for you, try a different method of hair removal, such as laser treatment. So you have shaving, you have hair removal cream, you have laser treatment, you have wax. It's just finding which one really suits you. So I think, like, with that one, that's all we need. Just her and the other girl, because she literally just, this is from a dermatologist herself. So there you go. That's all we need to know, guys. If you guys want to save that for you, I'm saving this shit because I've been having that issue lately. Not necessarily around my coochie, but yeah. It sucks, guys. They're really painful. Like, ingrown hairs, in case you don't really know what it is, it's basically like once you're done shaving, it's like a little bump, no? Like, is it hard or squishy? You know more about this.
For me, like the way I know them is it's basically after you shave or after like you get a haircut or whatever. It's the hair that kind of gets stuck to your body and you do nothing
Under
about
your
it.
skin.
And basically from there it kind of just starts poking out. And that's what an ingrown hair is. And
You could kind of see it, that there's two hairs, and it's like you can basically, yeah, you can just see two little black things in there, and you can tell that they're just like grasping for breath. But yeah, guys, that's us learning about our bodies today. If you guys want to go ahead and ask anything that you want to learn, let me know, and I'll go ahead and do some research for you, and we can learn it together. So now let's go ahead and move on with this. Let's talk about the fact that honestly, I don't want to keep going into like this. I'm just talking about everything that's going on around me. I'm not necessarily trying to talk about any like, oh, Satan this, God this and that, yada yada yada. I'm more so trying to just talk about stuff going around, and this is about to get a little controversial because me and you, once I brought up this topic, we were about to get down, guys. I was about to just, Mr. Anonymous was about to be Mr. Not Found real quick.
If I go missing, you guys know who did it.
They're not gonna know who's missing if they don't know who it is. So basically, Pope Francis called for a ban on surrogacy. He said that it's a global threat to peace and humanity's dignity, and that it was just as equivalent to wars, to the crisis, climate change, and the migration challenges, which for me was absolutely crazy. How are you going to say surrogacy is as equivalent to a whole ass war? Like, okay, in war, the from what I understand about war, people are going to die. Somebody's going to die. What I understand about surrogacy, you're giving life to a new child for somebody that can either have babies or, well, yeah, mostly for that occasion, but two completely different things. He basically said that it's wrong because a child should be considered a gift, but not on the basis of a commercial contract. So, yes, the child should be a gift, but it shouldn't be in a contract. That it should just be like, all right, I'm gonna have this baby, that's it, keeping it. There's no papers to sign, which is like, I mean, the way I see it, okay, we basically sign a contract, not necessarily like, a contract, but we give somebody from birth all our information. They have everything. We're nothing but a number to them. Like, we're nothing but our social security number to these people. So it's like, I mean, you already signed their contract the second you were born, while your parents did for you. Like, hey, for the rest of your life, you're going to have to listen to me and pay your taxes. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys, I'm just going into too much just because I'm hot about this. So basically, he says that it has issues with the potential for exploitation of the children. So this is where we had the debate. I say it's completely wrong. He has no business in saying that. I understand what he's trying to say about the contract and everything. But, sir, like, there's women that cannot birth a child. There's men that cannot birth a child. Like, there's so much stuff that, like, it gives people issues with not having children. So is that just trying to say these people were born and are not allowed to ever have a child? Like, why is it so hard for people to just want to have that child? Like, not why is it so hard for them, but why is it so hard for him to just be okay with that? That's what, I don't know. I'm just rambling right now because it's, you talk. I'm so shocked, guys. I'm
For
so
me,
shocked.
it's like he said, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying it's bad if you have somebody else have your kid. I'm not saying it's right if you have somebody else have your kid. Same thing with what we were talking about, Little Nas X. We don't really care on either spectrum of how you have your kid, or if you have it, or if you're gay or not.
You do you,
Because
man.
of the fact that they
Just
exactly,
don't be mean to me.
just you do you. Don't try to push the agenda on anybody else, For me, it was more like how he said it. It is a gift from God. So, as a gift, if you were not meant to have that gift, there might be a reason. Like you said, there's a lot of kids in orphanages. There's a lot of kids that want a different family, shit like that.
I realized it when I said that people are going to have that debate of, then why have a surrogate and not just adopt?
Well, and that's how I
That's
feel
personal
like.
preference, though, because with the surrogate, you can make it to where that baby does have a part of you and your partner. So with an orphan, obviously, you don't have that part of it,
Well, of course, but the way I see it, it's like, if you weren't meant to have that gift and that wasn't the big man's plan for you, you are standing in his plan for you. Okay? And as
You see, that's
hold on.
what's no,
And
but that's what I want to say is because you always say in the big man's plan. Like, I feel like that's where we're kind of like, I don't, for me, like, I've explained my side, but you haven't explained your side. Like, where are you at on religion? That way people have a better understanding from where you're coming from and why you're saying the things you're saying. Like I've said, I believe in a higher power. I'm stuck. I'm torn. Like, I'm literally at this torn part where I'm like, yes, God, but yes, the universe, and yes, my energy. And, there's just so much to mentally process with that. So I'm right there. I just know that at the end of the day, I don't want to disrespect any higher being, or disrespect God. Because for me, I grew up like kind of like scared of what God would do, but also like, oh, the homie got me. So I'm just like, figuring that out. But you.
For me, like, that's the reason that I say it's the big man, because I'm not necessarily sure, like, who is in control or what is in control. Like, don't get me wrong. Just like you said, the universe is aligned and shit like that. But I feel like none of this was an accident. None of this was just, we were created out of the blue. Like, it's in the stories that are in the Bible, and the whole basis of why we learn history is to not repeat the same problems,
That's what I kind of was getting from the Little Nas X video. Like, it's all happening again right now. Sorry.
Well, of course.
But I just forgot to say that part.
I mean, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, when I have a hard time and I have to talk to somebody and ask for help, like, I go ahead and pray, and like, my prayers are just, I guess, the same as any Christian prayer would be. I start, or more like Mormon, I guess, because I start mine with, Dear Heavenly Father, I thank him for everything that he has done for me. I ask him to help me, and then I end it with, in the name of your son, Jesus Christ, amen.
You see, that's where I'm like, damn. Right now that you said that's how you guys start your prayer, I honestly don't even know how we start our prayers. I was honestly just, the way I do my prayers is just, hey, so this was going on. Like, I literally just talk.
For us, it's the same thing. Like, you don't have to start it necessarily that way, but it's like, I guess it's a way to address him. Like, I'm not talking to any other angels. I need you. You see what I'm saying? And sorry about that. I got sidetracked. So for me, like, don't get me wrong. Have your kid however you want to have it, but I also feel the way he said it is true. Like, you are standing in that man's way. Like, if that wasn't his plan for you, it shouldn't be your plan. Again, you're having somebody else have your kid. You don't know if in 10 years, 5 years, whenever that baby's actually born, that person can switch up on you and be like, you know what? I actually birthed it. I have a feeling for it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's different having it, like, how would I say it? It's different having it come out of you and you experiencing it.
I don't want to sound like I am interrupting you again, but I am. You see how you can't necessarily understand, like, not that, yes, you understand it, but it's hard for you to even explain it. Like, if you ask any woman, I feel like we can give you our response, even if it's pro or con, for it, not for it. I feel like we can still give you our response way easier than you men can explain your reasoning for it.
I'm not like stuttering because of how I'm trying to explain it. It's because the way I want to explain it could be taken the wrong way.
Oh, okay, sorry guys, I'm out here outing him.
So basically, like, if I was to explain, like, no, he's not in the wrong.
I'm just trying to fight men right now.
Honestly, like, no, he's not in the wrong. If you want to have your kid, go ahead and have it. He's letting you know, basically. You don't know necessarily what that contract is. You don't know if that person later on can switch up on you and tell you, hey, I actually birthed it. It came out of me. On that birth certificate,
but that's not even okay. But that doesn't even have anything.
Yes, it does.
Like
because on the birth certificate, it asks for the mother and father. But he's not even saying that.
He's not saying that. You're putting your own ends on that. We're talking about what he's saying. He's saying that
it's the same thing as starting a war.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
You're starting a war with God. You're standing in his way. Okay. That's what he's trying to get to. Like, war is a sin because people die, right?
Okay.
So how is you disrespecting him not the same thing?
Okay. If we put it in that way, you can have your beliefs, we'll have mine, whatever. The way I see it now is, why is it like, I'm sorry, does he have like a chair like on the Supreme Court or anything? Like, does the Pope have anything to say about this type of stuff?
Okay, so I don't know if it's true or not. but I seen that there is a pope. They call him the Black Pope. Okay, and it's not because he's an African American, nothing to do with race or nothing. He is a pope that wears all black, and before any war
That
can
sounds
actually
so
start,
scary.
they have to ask him if it's okay. Any country that wants to start a war with anybody, they have to ask him if that's okay.
So is that like Satan's pope or something? Because why would war just be okay, period?
No clue. Like, I didn't really get into it because I was just kind of like, whoa, I didn't know this. Like,
that's a rabbit hole you didn't want to. That's some iceberg shit.
like, yeah, I just didn't want to go down like this whole ass rabbit hole and figure out like what's going on with it at
Ooh,
the
that made my
moment.
tummy feel whoa.
I'll get back to you guys with that if you guys want to know.
We should drop that next episode. We'll talk about the Black Pope. I'm interested, but I'm a little scared. But we out here.
Don't get me wrong, if he's real or not, I don't know. I just heard about it. But anyways,
Do a grapevine.
he has a lot to say in what's going on just because of the fact that it's just like an artist. His influence is so big in the world.
So we're just gonna wrap that one up there because that's gonna go into a whole nother rabbit hole. We're definitely gonna look into that. What's it called? The Black Pope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that. But that got deep. There you go, guys. That took out a lot. So you don't really you agree with it?
Well, I mean, it's a ban in his religion.
So, but do you agree? Yes or no? Because you always have both perspectives. For me, it's just my perspective right now.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't necessarily agree with it because it's like you don't know if whoever invented the ability to do this was like sent by God to do this.
This
You
is
see?
also true.
So it's kind of like in between.
That would be such a beautiful thing.
But then
But you
again,
see-
I do not agree with artificial things. Like them trying to make
but I
artificial
eat them
babies.
bitches every day.
No, like them trying to make like artificial humans. Like, I don't agree with that though.
That's scary.
That's exactly.
Like,
that's just
where they make
oof.
the fake meats and stuff. Okay, like all that stuff is for sure scary. So let us know, guys. What do you think? What do you think about all of this? Men, women, let me know. At least let me know what you identify as so I know what perspective, because that's a little interesting. If you don't want to, though, that's on you. All right, let's go ahead and go into our dream segment now. So with this segment, we go ahead and talk about dreams that we've had before that have stuck with us, or any dreams that we've had recently. So I want to go ahead and let y'all know I have a dream this week. Do you have a dream this week?
I just remembered mine, but it's like
So
short.
you did have one.
Yeah, it's
okay.
short.
Talk about it now before you forget.
So for some reason, like, I don't know what restaurant me and you walked into, but we walked into a restaurant and it was like funny as fuck because like as soon as I turned around, I seen like one of my homies that I haven't seen since high school. Like, I don't really hang out with my homies like that, but I haven't seen him since high school. And as soon as I seen him, I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And like, I went ahead and introduced you to them and shit like that. And as like we walked down the line, it was like everybody seen you, and was like, "Is this your girl? Is this your girl?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we got up and they're like, "Bruh, I wonder what they're gonna order." Like, and it turned out to be a chicken, like not B-Dubs, not Wingstop, like just a red chicken spot. And like as soon as you ordered like your wings, I ordered my wings. And then one of my homies, my lady calls him the white boy, but he was right behind us. And he's like, he went ahead and gave you a hug like he normally does. And he's like, "Yo, y'all trying to smoke after this?" So as soon as he said that,
I
like,
should have been like, bruh, you should have told me to smoke before this.
like, I don't know why, but we went outside as soon as he said that, left our food there, went outside, and as soon as we
Crackhead
smoked,
energy.
yeah, like as soon as we smoked, we like started seeing just like the lights pass by us, like as if we were like space traveling.
Oh, okay.
And then like we landed back in the same car, got outside, and then our wings were like perfectly done, like crispy and everything. And then I woke up.
We didn't even get to eat the chicken wings.
No, like exactly, but like it was crazy to me because like
exactly, that was the point.
all my homies were like right there, like with us, and like as soon as we went outside, like everything disappeared, and it was like we were just space traveling. And then like we just got back to the same spot, walked in, and everybody was gone.
The wings got they took so damn long that we were able to space travel and come back for
Well,
the
yeah, that was the
wings.
crazy part. Like when we walked in, like we were the only ones in there.
Bad customer service over here. Oh, okay.
But
That's
yeah, like that's the weird part.
I'm imagining it too.
It was weird because like I said, I have like different homies and shit, and like it was all the homies that were there, and like you got to meet every single one of them. But like once we went outside, left, and came back, like nobody was there. Not even like the cooks or nothing. Like it was just us eating chicken wings.
Okay. Oh, so we did eat the wings.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mine. I think we went to the same barbecue. Tell me why my dream was. Before I even start with my dream, you guys can go ahead and drop your dreams in the Google form that I have listed in the bio right there. Drop your dreams. We'll read them on the podcast anonymously. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Don't get annoyed by me, guys. I'm gonna start doing it to where every morning I will post a post with that link telling you to drop your dream. That way, when they're fresh, you can just drop it. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. so you guys can see it as soon as you wake up. Some of y'all are some early birds, not me. So if you follow the Instagram, sorry, but there you go. I'm your dream journal now. Okay, the episodes will be your dream journal. So there's that. So my dream was basically, you know how we've been watching Obliterated, is it?
Yeah.
So basically, guys, if you haven't seen it, it's a brand new show, huh? Yeah, it's a brand new show that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's basically there's a nuke. What is it? A bomb?
It's a nuke.
Okay. In Vegas, and there's this assassin team, or what are they?
They're basically
You talk about the movie because I just know it's shooting in Vegas.
so basically it's a movie in Vegas. There's a nuke by I think it's the Russian gang leader that is trying to sell it.
What is it called? We have to let them know we're gonna ruin it for them.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Well,
there
not
you go.
really. Like, it's in the trailer. So basically, a Russian team is trying to sell a nuke here in Vegas. The team is trying to stop them. And throughout the show, you basically get it's tech crew, a guy that could drive a helicopter,
Sniper.
a sniper,
Muscles.
Yeah, muscles. Then you get basically, I would say like cowboy, like or jockey.
I think jockey.
Yeah, basically jockey, but can fight.
More
and
muscle.
then leader, which is a
Captain.
female leader, like female captain. And
We sound stupid as fuck talking about this movie.
well, it's like I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Watch the trailer, basically.
That and we forgot their names, but good ass show. And basically, yeah, they're trying to get the Russian shooter, and all in Vegas. So because we were watching that, for like a week or two straight,
Yeah.
I had a dream about it. We had just finished like the last episode, and that dream was we were doing that. I don't know if there was a nuke or anything, but we were sure like shooting and stuff around the city, and it was just crazy. I know that I would not be able to. I don't know how to shoot. I actually do. You know, I've shot grenade cannons at some point. I know how to totally shoot again. So I don't know how I was doing what I was doing, because if you guys watch the show, we were literally.
You say a grenade cannon, bro?
That's not what it is, or a bazooka. Wait, a grenade cannon, like the one in Fortnite, where it's like doo. You can shoot a lot of grenades. Yes or no?
Yes.
There you go. I want one of those. That's so cool. So, yeah, I don't know how, but we were literally fighting and killing just like them. But it was more like war type of thing. Like for them, it was like, you know, like gang fights and stuff.
Right.
But no, we were like full on having a war in the city. It was like that type of. It was a lot of people. So okay, now that I say that out loud, that was scary. But in the moment, I was on combat mode. I didn't have time to be scared.
Flight or flight.
No,
or
and then
flight or fight.
I don't even know if we won or didn't, but it just cut to us having a barbecue, and like Like in the style of, you know how in Fast and the Furious they have that barbecue. He's like, yeah, your big ass forehead.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like that's kind of what it was giving. And then I don't even know if I woke up or not, but that was my dream.
I found out what we were doing while we were space traveling.
Gosh. Imagine.
We
Wait,
just linked.
but we had, I don't even know what we ate, but we were just eating. But we were outside in mine. We were in the restaurant for you. We had our own little munch
Take on
down
it.
after the war. I don't know.
Damn. I don't know how mine was a war.
Oh,
All the
well.
homies were there. I was trying to fight them and shit.
Sheesh. Yeah, guys, those are our dreams. Now let's go ahead and read one of the dreams that you guys left. 2 years ago, I had a dream that I attended a funeral for 2 people I didn't know. I did not think much of it. A few weeks later, my grandpa passed away. Sorry about that. 9 days later, my uncle passes away. I once heard that if you ever have a dream that you don't want to come true, you must tell somebody. That's some good information to know. That is some good information to know. Thank you. I never told anyone about this dream. Ever since then, I make sure to tell my scary/weird dreams to someone to make sure that they don't come true. P.S. This is not the first time I've had a dream that comes true. She said 2 people she didn't know at first. That is so scary. I'm sorry that happened. I hope in those times you know that you could come talk to us right here. So with that little piece of information that you gave us, that you have to tell somebody your scary and weird dreams, now you guys, I think it technically counts as you telling somebody if you drop it here on the dream segment. So you have a loop around with us. You can drop your dreams here, only telling it to us and the listeners, but nobody's gonna know, instead of telling somebody, like in person. It takes a little of the edge off.
I feel bad. Like, you attended a funeral for 2 people you didn't know, and then it ended up being somebody you did know. Like, that's scary just because of the fact that it's like, what happens if it's like an aura, right? That's what it's called. Like, when you can tell the future, like, you could do certain things.
No, your aura is your energy's like vibrational color that it gives off.
Oh.
That's my understanding of it. What are you trying to talk about?
Well,
You're
like,
talking about like a special gift people have?
yeah, like, there's special gifts that people have where they can, like, tell what's gonna happen either like through a dream or like.
Oh, I don't think it's a medium. I'm not sure. I think a medium is something different. Don't quote me, guys.
Yeah, but
You think she has that?
yeah, like an ability either like within just the people in her family or like her inner circle.
That for sure is some type of talent. And dreams can really be so subliminal sometimes, So at least now you guys are gonna have this right here, and if you guys this person specifically want to go ahead and drop some more of your stuff to get it off your chest, go for it. I just really like this message in general. Because it's good that you told us that, and I don't know. I honestly feel for you, and I'm sorry, and I hope that with the next upcoming dreams, that whatever fortune or future that you tell, I hope it's good stuff. If not funny shit, because there be funny shit in a dream. So yeah, thank you. And then somebody I'm not sure if it's the same person, honestly, but it says, no advice, just keep doing what you do. And they have the little hearts. So we love you. You're cute. And I don't even know if it's a dude and I'm saying you're cute, but I'm sorry. Your message is cute. But yeah, thank you. And do you have something to say?
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Damn, they're anonymous like me.
It's your cousin.
It's the gang.
Okay, guys. So thank you to you for dropping your dream. Appreciated. So let's go ahead. We've been a little controversial this episode, and, been just very serious. I want to go ahead, and this is going to be, it's still serious because if Apple really takes this into consideration, I'm scared. So some guy, Levi Ehrenberg, he's a graphic designer. He made a little little pictures of like what if Apple did these in future updates. And this is crazy. He's crazy for thinking of this. It's basically, one of them is Face ID, but it takes screenshots if it recognizes it isn't you. Lily's phone used to have this, to where if you had to put like her password in there and her phone and you got it wrong, it takes a picture of you.
That's actually pretty cool. I mean, I would like it just because of the fact that like I set my phone down sometimes at work just so it doesn't break or like to the side basically. So I know sometimes my boss either grabs it thinking it's his, but it's never open. So like as soon as he opens it and sees the picture or like notices that his phone won't unlock, he'll be like, "Here," and grabs his phone.
I always grab other people's phones. Sometimes, like my phone, am I the only one with the phone in this house? This one? I'm not sure, but I'll do that. And I'm just like, oops. Like this morning, I grabbed my sister's phone and I was just going to open it in front of her. I thought twice before I picked violence. All right. So find my iPhone, but it lets you know how often your friends check your location. So it's like a little picture where like Skylar has checked your location 72 times today.
Skylar sounds like you.
Period. Okay. So another one is Spotify, but with an AI where you can choose any artist to sing your favorite song, which is not necessarily Apple. That's, you know, Spotify. But that would be pretty cool. I already have a shit ton of AIs on my phone, so that would be a cool one.
Who would you pick to sing what song?
I would pick Drake to sing Sexy Red Hoochie Daddies.
Damn.
I don't know why that was so quick for me.
That was off. I have to think about it. You're just like, nope, I want this one. Drop that shit now. Ooh. I would pick like a Mexican artist to sing a rap song.
I'm pretty sure we could already do that. I've seen people already do it. I don't know why we could do it, honestly, if we really wanted to.
I'm gonna put Vicente.
They could do it.
I'm gonna put Vicente Fernandez to sing I Love Sosa.
Oh my gosh. Somebody make that happen. I'm gonna ask our tech crew. Okay. So calls, but it lets you know if they're looking at another app while they're talking to you. I don't give a fuck. I'm lurking too. DoorDash, but you can bid to steal other people's orders before they're being delivered.
Honestly,
and it's a little. Hold on, I'm gonna explain the person's artwork. A driver in your area, a driver in your area with Hoi Kai Thai, tap to place a bid to steal their fried rice before it gets delivered, and it's a little notification on the phone.
I thought that would be so fucking funny.
I would be pissed. Like, imagine you've been waiting for 30 minutes. Let's say you're like a catering or family group pack or something like that. So your food takes a little long. And then right at the corner of the house, somebody bids $20 for it. Because people are not going to bid that crazy. Do you think so?
You better bid that 30 right after that.
It's cheaper to just order it yourself. Because no, because you get the food.
Yeah.
You just got to pay for them to deliver it. Sheesh. And it tells you what you get. So it's like if you see a long ass
I wonder
order,
if it's like you bid, like you have to pay for the order, obviously. But if your bids are like towards the driver, like your guys' tips. $5 tip. $15 tip.
Contacts, but it shows what people have you listed as. It says Lucas has you listed as do not call.
Damn.
It says Sophie Adams has you listed as Luke with 2 hearts. Oh. Luke has you listed as Luke from Sloan something has you listed as Luke from Tinder.
Oh.
I be having like people's contacts like that. Like, oh, don't call. I have people like that.
I have mine just with like the company's name at the end of it, so then I know if it's serious or not.
And then it says, like if your friend takes too long to reply, they'll be like, sorry, just saw this, but it'll notify you that Jordan actually seen your message yesterday at 10 p.m. That one. Okay, that one, I personally don't like it because I will see your message, but I'll be busy doing something, so I'll forget to reply to you, and then I'm like, oh, fuck, I opened that person's message. I gotta reply. If you're my friend, you know I am ass with replying.
Well, I feel like it's basically the same thing as Apple's Seen.
But you can choose whether or not you want your messages to be seen.
Oh, that's true.
Or like let them know that you
Seen it.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. That was crazy. That fool's crazy. He's gonna start some shit.
Which one would you like?
The phone one. Cause it's like I thought about it like, oh, you can still put the password in, but regardless of Face ID is always first before it gives you the option to put the password in. So, only people that know my password are you. I've told my brother it a couple of times. Whether or not he remembers, I don't know. I would save that. And I think that's it. I think my little sister once or twice, but yeah.
I think you're the only one that knows mine.
I've actually given that information to other people.
Bruh.
I'm just kidding. But yeah.
If you know, you know.
All right. Let's go into our final segment. What happens in Vegas?
I'm gonna keep on the run, gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very last dime.
So basically, let me scoot over a little bit more over here. So basically, I just want to ask couples, what's one thing you've never told your partner before? One secret. He won't know the name of the podcast, and neither will you, and you guys won't know each other's answers. So it's just me, you, and the listeners right now.
That's really hard because we tell each other literally everything.
What about one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about, whether while you guys were together or before you guys even met?
I guess in middle school. So we met in middle school.
Always middle school.
Yeah, literally. I'm still traumatized by this, but so I transferred to a new school, and the first week of school I was so embarrassed to go to class. Like, I didn't know anyone, so I hid in the bathroom all day, and my mom thought I was going to school all day.
That's so... I don't want to say it's sad, but it's sad.
It's okay,
Oh my
then
gosh.
I made a bunch of friends, and
I made a bunch
was
of friends
just
with
a-
the people ditching in the restroom.
Yeah, no, it was like a week phase, but
Right? But now,
yeah.
you see, you were scared to do that, but now here you are talking to a random bitch on Fremont
that's what
right
I'm
now.
saying.
So you're good.
yeah, I'm good now. I'm better.
The trauma built you.
Exactly.
I appreciate it.
So my question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far?
Secrets. I don't really know. I mean, once she bought like a little accessory for her car, and I was learning how to drive, and it fell out the car, but I never told her.
Oh shit!
And she doesn't know what happened to it, and I always act like nothing happened because I feel really bad.
It's lost in the car, man.
Yeah, it's just lost. Like it just disappeared randomly one day.
So my second question is, what is an embarrassing moment that has happened to you that you haven't told her yet, or you don't want her to know just yet?
Wow, really putting me on the spot. It's like really gotta think about it. I don't know. Once in a health class, like 5 years ago, I was smaller. You know, like the whole introduction to like the health and the body shit, like for girls and boys.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about like stuff and showing like pictures of that gross stuff, and I fainted in class. No, that was embarrassing. I never told
Oh
her.
man, you really fainted?
I fainted.
I don't blame
Everyone
you.
was looking at me in the class. It was so awkward.
I don't
No,
blame
it's-
you for that. We had a health class where they showed the whole pregnancy video, and like when the baby comes out and shit, and like we had people throwing up, fainting. So don't feel bad, because I've been into that position where I see people throw up.
You know, because it was like diseases of like under the area stuff, like that shit. So it was hella nasty. And I fainted.
Oh, I don't blame you.
But I
for
didn't
that.
realize. I just woke up in class and she was like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah." Like it felt like I just woke up and I was all pale.
Sweet, thank you.
So basically, we want to ask couples, what's one secret you've never told your partner before? Either while you guys were dating or right now, but just one secret he doesn't know about. And you guys won't know each other's answer or the name of the podcast.
Oh, I mean,
So if you really are cheating, you could tell us right now.
I wish. One of them is sometimes I know I owe him more money, but then he forgets, and then I'll be like, how much do I owe you? And I know it's the wrong amount, and I'm like, okay.
Have you seen that one TikTok where it's like, I got you, I'll pay for it, and she opens her bag and it's nothing but like chapstick? Yeah, you're doing that to the poor thing.
And most of the time it's like, because I'm like, oh, I'll pay, but then like I forget my card or something, and so I'm like, oh, I'll send you money, but then I don't.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure he knows. There's no way.
No, there is one where he really has the wrong amount.
Okay, that's a good one. So what about one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about? This embarrassing moment, like I said, could have been before you guys got together or while you guys were together, but he doesn't know about it.
One embarrassing moment. Pretty open about embarrassing stuff. Or when something embarrassing happens, I'm like, oh my God, guess what happened?
Right? That's the best part. That is the best part. All right, I appreciate it though. Thank you.
So it's completely anonymous. You won't know her answer. She won't know your answers.
Okay.
My first question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far?
See, that's hard because, long story short, we were together a while ago, and then she split on me when I got engaged with her.
Uh-huh.
And then she just came back maybe like 6 months ago after being gone for a year.
Oh, man.
So there's actually really nothing but the women that I was with while she was gone.
Uh-huh.
And she ended up finding all that out because I'm a bad liar. So I guess what I'll say is the secret I tried to keep was that while she was gone, I ended up hooking up with what was essentially her best friend here in Vegas.
Oh, shit.
And then she ended up finding out way later.
Oh, damn.
Way later. Yeah.
So what about an embarrassing moment that she doesn't know yet, or you might not have wanted to tell her just yet?
Every time I get out of the shower and look in the mirror. Or I guess maybe she will realize I'm not cool if she found out how uncool I am at work. That's what I have for you. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
Are you my FBI guy?
No, sir.
Oh,
Thank God not.
Damn, I thought I finally got you.
Hell no. I would have asked you what's on your server. I know the answers to that one. You bet. Go for it. Yes, sir.
So one time while she was gone and I was hooking up with her friend, she had called me because she called me all the time.
Right.
But she had called me while I was in the car with her. Air quotes here because nobody can actually see it.
Right.
Yeah. But we ended up even touching on that subject. So.
Oh, shit. Damn. That's crazy.
Secret, I guess. That counts as a secret.
Yeah.
Okay, that was our clips from our segment, What Happens in Vegas, a segment where we go around asking couples in Vegas, what's one secret you've never told your partner, or more. If you got them, we'll keep pulling them out of you. Or one embarrassing moment, again, or more, that you've never told your partner about. All right. Do you want to start, or should I?
You.
Okay. With the first couple, let's talk about the guy. He said that he was learning how to drive in her car, and somehow her little decoration she bought just flew out the fucking car. Sir, fuck the decoration. What were you doing that shit was flying that hard?
Well, he didn't say that he was learning. He said that she had just gotten her car,
Mm-hmm.
and she had to put a bunch of little decorations.
No, he did say he was learning how to drive.
And once I asked him, he said that it was like a rolly little car on top, and it just like rolled the fuck out.
He whoosh. He said, "My stop is here." The embarrassing moment was that he fainted in sex ed watching videos about STIs, I'm assuming, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, he said infections.
What's crazy to me, and I'm kind of like jealous of, is that both of you got videos. We didn't get videos. I feel like I'm more visual, so that would have stuck, because you guys, obviously it stuck to you guys, the knowledge and what went on. Probably not the knowledge but the trauma, but that's still going to make you remember stuff from there, you know. So it still brings you back to it. So I didn't get that. I got nothing but pictures, talks, and even then the pictures were already all tagged up and shit. So
Broke.
bitch. But I'm jealous, and that's really how it went down for you guys in class. Cause
So for us, it was the pregnancy video.
That's what got to
And-
y'all.
Yeah, and
That'll do it. I don't even want to
the
look.
crazy part was like, no offense or anything, but when we're like, I think it was our freshman year that we seen the video, and it was like a bush down there when she was having it, and like once you seen like the baby pop out and everything, like
He
some
came out of
kid
the jungle.
ran into the bathroom, was throwing up and like fainted. The teacher was like, "Oh, like it happens every year," and so, and like some other student like in the back was like, which like
Oh.
everybody then started to react to, and I was just like, "Bro, like,
Yeah, no, I'm that type of
wow."
person where if I'm seeing you do some shit, I'm following you because I can't.
So he turned it off, and he kind of like went on with the lesson, and some girl was like, "Hey, he's been gone for a minute." The teacher went over there, and he was like, he had just barely like came back to reality. He's like, "Dude, I passed out." He was like, "I didn't know what was happening." I was just like, "Damn!" Like as a teacher,
Nobody
you
went
like,
to go like check on the fool
That's
when
what I'm saying,
he
like, as a
ran out the
teacher,
room,
you should have went out
called
there
for
and
assistance.
checked on him because he could like fainted and swallowed his throw up or something, you know.
Oh,
So,
this is true.
but thankfully, nothing like that happened. It was kind of a sheesh video, but
Yeah,
don't
I-
have kids.
I've seen some, not some, but I for sure know I've seen one, and I couldn't finish watching it. Once I seen the head coming out, I was like, nope. But I've seen the ones where they're more like fast, like they kind of just show you. Never have I seen one where it's a harder birth. More like I've just seen the ones where the baby just whoosh slides out like wee. But from what that sounds like, yours guys it sounded a little more slow.
Yeah, no, it was slow. Like nobody put butter around
Okay.
the uvula to like slide them out.
So that was a guy, right? Okay, yeah. So with this girlfriend, I hate myself. I said, I don't want to say it's sad, but it's sad. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I do not mean to hurt any feelings. I just,
The trauma came back to her. She was like, "I know it was sad."
there was probably, I probably have hid in the restroom for that reason. I don't know, maybe something embarrassing or something, but I don't know. Oh, I do know for sure there was one time I hid out in there because I was scared that I got caught selling edibles, but for her that was just like, oh, like it really.
Your reaction was to go hide in the restroom with a bunch of edibles,
I dipped eventually during fasting period.
bruh.
But yeah, so for her, poor thing, but she's bold now, so shout out to her. All right, so this is the guy. So basically when he proposed to his girlfriend and they got engaged, she booked for like a year. She basically, what is it called when cold feet? She got cold feet and dipped. And within that year that she was gone, he fucked random girls and fucked her best friend. Sheesh.
Yikes.
Sheesh. I'm not gonna judge because I think, I mean, I
But
could
she
see why
broke
he got.
it off.
Yeah, I could see why he got his lick back. I would do the same. Let's keep it hot. All right. So his embarrassing moment was that one time when his current girlfriend, wife, whatever they're at right now, when she called, he was in the car with her best friend. Did he answer the phone call or no?
I believe he did.
Sheesh, he's savage. Like, for one, he's crazy because he really trusted the bitch not to say nothing while she was on the phone with her.
I feel like he answered just in case like it was an emergency or something. Like she needed him to talk to her or something like that.
So for his girlfriend, she said, I wish I was cheating. That, once I listened to the guys, I understood why she said that. I thought it was just a little joke. No, I think she was serious. I think she really wishes that she had it in her to cheat on this man. But with that, she basically said the secret was she never pays him in the right amount, which is like, I mean, at least you're getting your lick back some way. But I truly feel like he notices.
I feel like he doesn't really care. Like,
He must have
honestly.
money.
I feel like as guys, we don't really care. Like, if you give us the full amount, or
think
if you give us the amount. Like,
no, because you know how he said I want her to think that I'm really cool, basically.
right?
I think it's just that, like, maybe he wants to feel that quote where he's like, yeah, I got you. I got the money.
Damn.
And then basically no embarrassing moment, because the best part is telling your partner the embarrassing shit. And it really is, because it's like, even when you don't want to and you finally do, it's just like,
It's funny because you both get your jokes in about it.
what do you mean?
Like, anytime I've done anything embarrassing, you make jokes about it.
Like,
So
we
it's
just
like,
clown.
yeah.
Okay, sometimes it's not funny to clown, though. It really isn't.
Got serious real quick.
Okay. All right. So we're wrapping it up here. What happens in Vegas always gives me the fucking giggles. Like, it's just so funny, the shit that we tell each other and the shit that, like, random strangers tell us and we tell them. I love it. I'm here for it. It definitely has been, it's been fun doing this one. All right. So that's that, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It did a complete 360 or 380, whatever. It did circles, but I love it. Love y'all. Shout out to all of you listening that made it this far. So if you guys are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please leave a 5-star review. Drop a little comment in there. YouTube, whatever you're listening to, like, comment, share, subscribe. Google form is listed in the bio, so you could drop any dreams, ask for advice, or drop a confession. Drop your 2 cents on any episode, and yeah, 100% anonymously to be told on the podcast. All right, other than that, I think that's all of it, right? That's my whole outro.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm Ale, your host of this podcast, Sin Vergüenza, alongside our co-host,
Mr. Anonymous.
Other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the week. We're almost there. It's almost fucking Friday, guys. Keep pushing. All right. Peace out, bitches.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa de papel sin negocio.